All right, y'all, so we just got home from being off the road, being on the road, whatever you want to call it. And we've got some projects we're gonna do. We're getting into some chickens and some cows. And we got a lot of work to do with the barn and the barnyard, the chicken run. Needs a lot of maintenance before we can get the chickens and put them in it. So y'all come along for the ride. This is how it's done on the farm. Well, this old chicken pen is a little bit grown up. It's been a couple years since we've had chickens in here. And we're getting ready to go get a bunch. Let them get in there and eat all that grass down, scratch around in there. But I do have a minor problem. Chickens don't like wet heads. Not that I blame them. The barn's being used more for storage than anything else. Got the old sawmill in here. Gotta clean all this mess up. I don't know where it came from. But look at that. Looks like a starry night. So I'm gonna get up on top. That was some free metal. The little rusty bubbles ended up being rust holes after I put it up there. But hey, it was free. So when you're homesteading, if you're not doing it with a pocket full of cash, you learn to improvise. So, bucket of $10 tar will fix that little problem. And then chickens will have a dry head, which they will love. Now all this rainbow metal is left over from back when I was in the construction field. And I collected and kept because I knew I would use it around the farm. And I did build a barn roof. It's not the prettiest thing ever, but it works. So here's what I've got to do. Look at there. Just everywhere there's a rusty patch like that, I've got to carefully inspect it and cover the holes on this side and that side, because that over there is the cattle stall, milk cow stall. It was a horse stall back when I had horses. Would love to get them again, but for now, this corral will become a cow corral because I'm getting ready to go buy a cow, either a Jersey or a Dexter. Really like the Dexters, but they're a little pricey, so I'm not sure yet. Turn all of that into garden. All of that area right there in the garden. In fact, that was garden already. That is all wood chip garden. That entire area has been covered with probably 8 inches to 12 inches of wood chips and is set for about 2 years. So it's going to be quite the rich area for growing a garden, I'm hoping. I'm using just some basic old all-weather roof cement. This was a big cut. Bunch of little nail holes. Right there, you gotta look close because right there is a pinhole. Now the cool thing is, when I'm done with this, the easy way to know that I got it is to get down underneath and look up, because the light will give it away. It'll be a dead giveaway if you can see daylight by looking up at the roof from the bottom side. So, you see, there's a hole. The root metal's getting thin, and I'll get a few more years out of it. I will have to replace it soon. But for now, it works. And you don't have to put a lot, just enough to patch the hole. As you can see, right through there's a whole string of little holes. It's really thin all through that area. So, I'm gonna get at it. As you can see, there is spots everywhere. And I don't see any holes from the top side. but I'll bet you when we go down to the bottom and look, there's going to be quite a few little sparkly stars in the night sky. Anyway, let's go down and take a look. Oh my, look at that. And they're just everywhere. It's not as bad as it was, but wow. Yep, literally everywhere. Well, let's go try again. All right, guys. I don't see any more little stars. I think we got it. Now the next problem is the horses destroyed the door. It's completely gone except for the old metal frame. It was just a storm door. You can see what's left of it right there. But I was keeping the feed in this room. And they wanted to get to that can, so they just tore the door down. But I think I can make that old door over there work. I've just got to go find some hinges. And as you can see, that could be a challenge. This is my old construction van, and it's just been kind of a catch-all for the last couple of years while I haven't been home for anything and everything construction related. Whew, what a mess. Guys, so while I'm waiting on the batteries to charge on the hand tools, the portable tools, so I can finish installing the door, I'm out here inside the actual chicken run. And last time I had chickens, I kept feeding them all to the coon. I've got, you can see the metal all around the base. Well, it goes down into the ground and is buried, so he couldn't get in there, but he'd get inside the horse stall and he dug under and came in right through there and around and inside to the chicken pen. Now I've got a door on that, but that only works if everybody remembers to shut it, and I'm not always home, and I can't rely on everybody remembering to shut that little door every night. So I've got to dig down here, put some metal down in the ground, and fill back in against it so Mr. Coon or Mrs. Coon cannot dig down through there. So I've got a locust post that holds the barn up right there, and it comes all the way down inside. So I've got to go from that plastic. So even though my barn is ugly, I did what I could to preserve it and make it last as long as possible. Black locust is known for lasting for a very, very long time underground, but I still thought I would do a little extra. So I wrapped it with black plastic before I stood it up. And it goes all the way up to there. So I'm starting the ditch across there. I'm gonna see if I can find some scrap metal like this to stand down in there, keep Mr. Coon out. As you can see, I have taken a piece of ridge cap metal that was damaged. I flattened it out. Right there's the post. Stuck that down in the ground, right over there, and then I took the other piece of metal and stood it down in the ground as far as it'll go. I'm gonna take that piece of ridge cap, go around the outside, because there's a little bit of a hole in the corner over there. We'll dig it down and put it on the outside so coon can't come in the corner. And then I hope we've got the coon out. Well guys, what you see behind you here is a chicken door. Check this out. So I changed my mind about that old yellow door over there because I'd like to be able to see inside. Chicken pen, just walk up and look inside. And so I looked through my stack of what most people call junk, and I found this good solid door. Check that out. So here's what I had to do. The door is about a 1/2 inch wider than the opening, which worked out fine because, as you just saw, I just notched this. So I've got a natural built-in door stop. Put a catch plate on there, and look how nicely it shuts. Beautiful. I'm not worried about locking it. I don't think chickens are capable of turning the doorknob to get out. So anyway, now it's time to go inside and start working on cleanup. Oh, look, an egg already. Oh, it's just a golf ball. Well, hey, that will trick them into laying there. I've seen it work many a time. So I know you've got to be careful of chicken mites. Sprinkle a little diatomaceous earth in there and that'll take care of that. But now they have all these nice little nesting boxes that they can jump up in. I threw the extra hay down here on the ground. They'll like scratching around in it. But you know how if you realize at the last minute you're 2 eggs short of making your meal and you're dressed nice and you don't want to run down into the barn, because when you open the door, the chickens all want to come out and they jump on your feet because they like to say hi because you're not the mean type and you just don't want to get chicken poo all over you? Well, here's how I have fixed that problem. Voila, egg. All of them are accessible that way. And check this out. And same thing. That lower roost, I can duck under it, but I'll probably get my back against it unless I really get down low to go back there and open that little chicken door. And I decided I really didn't want to do that every day to be able to get chickens from being blocked inside at night to protect them, to allow them outside. So I thought, well, let's just take care of it this way. So, door closed, door open. Nice little pulley system up to there, and down through right here. Just makes things faster and easier for doing morning and evening chores. They don't seem quite so much like a chore when they're not hard to do. All right, so it's time to hang our new water supply for the chickens. All right, that's full of water. Just dumped a feed in there. You don't want them on the ground because they'll scratch around and just fill it plumb full of nasty dirt. So floating it about head height where they can get to it works the best. 7 gallons of water, and I think that's a 5, maybe a 4 gallon, 4.5, 5 gallon bucket of pellet feed, 22% protein. So I am waiting on the next best thing in the paperwork, Princess, to make it back with the chickens. Hey there, girls. That bunch has found the feed. Some of these girls have found the water now. There's obviously far too many chickens for this small of a coop, but they're not going to be in here very long. I'm already selling the extras, and what little bit I've marked them up will pay back to where I don't have any money in the chickens. And everybody else gets a good deal because I'm not price gouging. Well, let's see what the girls have done so far. There's 2, 3, 2, and 2. Look at that. Oh, she's busy. Leave her alone. Look at there. Tricked them into laying. This girl's getting settled in, ready to lay an egg. Look at her. I like to see that. So is this one.
So is that one?
This one's still turned to the side. That one's not sure. Those girls, they're doing the job.